We followed him. What's going on, everybody?
Hola, ¿cómo estás, everyone?
Welcome. Oh, welcome. If y'all can hear us, hold on. Oh, look. We got it. I'm about to
This is what happened when you try out new equipment. But listen, we're so excited that you're joining us again for this Tuesday. We missed y'all so much.
And we just know that you all missed us, hopefully. Okay, so now.
Thank you. Look at you. Look at Jesus, how he be working stuff out. Listen, right now, you guys, we are sharing the video. So what you need to do is you're already in Facebook. All you have to do is go down and push the share button, which should be on your left if you have an iPhone. If you have an Android, you're going to have to tap it 3 times, swipe twice, and then the share button will appear.
Don't do that. Because Android's cameras go harder than the iPhone.
I beg to differ, but that's my personal opinion. So
let me use this moment to share. So again, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No.
Use this moment to share, like she said, y'all. So remember, if you are part of any groups that will not kick you out for sharing this video, share this video. If you're in relationship groups, you're in groups where it's all women. Y'all like to talk about love, dating, relationships. Men for you too, because I know y'all be talking just like women do, but you try to act like you don't. Share it in those groups, and y'all join in on the discussion so we can get this live up and popping like we always do. Okay.
All right.
So I'm literally not a part of no groups. So
it's okay, and you don't have to be Zenobia. We'll be part of all the groups for you.
I'm gonna just start joining love groups and stuff like that, just so I can share.
You know, they spit wisdom in there. You know. Hello, Kia. How you doing, sis? Thank you for joining us on tonight, Kia Lewis, Tyrena Tate. Thank you for joining us, daughter. LaPortia Jackson Kimball. How you doing on tonight? Welcome to the Women of Power Radio Show. She said the Chuck E. Cheese family pack is free through DoorDash.
On this thing about this Chuck E. Cheese package.
Listen.
You want to Chuck E. Cheese?
Listen, you guys, we got another exciting show for you today. And so we are so glad that you guys are tuning in and joining us. As we said, make sure that you share the video. Because, like you see. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a hot topic for tonight. We have 2, actually, and I hope we get to both of them. But yeah. So listen, I'm going to reiterate for those of you that are just coming in. What's up, Taibu Muad'Dib? Thank you for joining. He said, "Guess who's back?
On?
No man bashing today." Well, then don't bash no man.
Don't bash no woman.
Don't bash no women, brother. We won't bash no men. But yeah, and so tonight we have some exciting topics, and so we were not on last week, so we want you to know that we missed y'all so much, and we are back in full effect with our neon on tonight, ready to hold down and have a party with you right here on the Women of Power Radio Show. Okay. And so just to show how much we ready to party.
Do y'all see these lights?
No, we didn't move them. Listen, a second.
We want to thank everyone for your gracious donations. Because of you, we have been able to upgrade, and so we need y'all to keep those donations coming in through our Cash App at $WOP Radio. All right, Nana.
You already know what time it is. Let me take the like and share off Zenobia's here because she's too pretty to be covered up.
Thank you.
Okay.
I almost forgot. I'm not going to.
But make sure y'all like and share,
please, and thank you. And I think I'm
thank you.
Where is it? I'm on the wrong thing. Where is it at? Hold on.
I mean, we are cute today, though. So.
Tyrena says, "Don't you start." We gonna start, sis. What we starting with?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'll let y'all pick.
2.
All right. So 2 it is. Boom.
Bam. Hey, Ricky. Rakita Chris, thank you for joining us on tonight. Azure Bradger, how you doing on tonight?
Beeps!
Thank you for joining the Women of Power Radio
And
show.
none of y'all are allowed, first, before we go into that, none of y'all are allowed to call her that. I gave her the name Beebs. Well, I think I did. Nobody's allowed to call her that.
It's okay. I mean, everybody else calls her BB. I just call her Azure.
I call her Beebs.
You can have Beebs, Okay. But listen, God, y'all, I want to point your attention to something. If you guys look down at the bottom of your screen, you will see a gold star. Why? Because the Women of Power radio show, through your viewing, have qualified for the gold star. So now you can give us gold stars, which will actually turn into a monetary thing for us. So I want to commission you guys to click on that gold star. Bless us with the gold stars on tonight. Hit some hearts and likes. Come on here. Share the video, and we're getting ready to jump right in.
Yes, we are. All right. So, topic is scrolling across the bottom of the stage. I hope you all can see it. So we have a young man who wrote us, y'all. Okay, and y'all know we love when we get testosterone that writes us in. So we have a young man who says, "I have a girlfriend, and she recently lost a lot of weight. So now she's been posting all these very revealing pictures on social media, and just when she goes out in general, she likes to show a lot of skin, and I don't like that. But she says I'm only tripping because I'm insecure, and I say it's a respect thing because I feel she's representing me, and also she should show some more respect for herself. So does me not wanting my girlfriend to dress provocative make me insecure?" And that's what he wants to know. And I will say, in the groups that I'm in, I have seen, I don't know if it's part of this, I don't know what you call it, like how what's her name, Amber Rose, has the whole slut walk, and like a lot of women feel like they should be able to dress
the slut walk.
Yeah, she's basically saying embrace your whoreness.
She's trying to make a statement, but it's like a reverse. It doesn't work for me.
Is it saying embrace your size?
She's saying embrace showing your skin.
Embrace your whoreness.
As much skin as you show and as provocative as you dress, it doesn't give a man the right to try to sexually come at you, or to even for sexually to rape you, because you know a lot of people will always say, "Oh, well, what was she wearing? Or what was she wearing?"
It does not. And let me take that back. It's not to embrace your whoreness. I was just saying that. It's,
right. And I'm like, this.
No, she wants you. She wants you to embrace that too. But she, like Nana said, she wants for you to be able to. If you want to walk around in drawers, which no bra on, that's your business, and it shouldn't warrant a person, like she said, raping you or
to come at you sexually.
I mean, I agree with the concept of what she's saying, but it doesn't really. Yeah. It doesn't really add up. So.
But I've seen in a lot of groups that I'm in, what I was saying is that when there's posts like that have gone out where they'll show a girl who maybe is like half naked or has her own, basically see through everything, and they'll say like, "Oh, if your girl were to go out with this, or your wife, how would you feel?" And a lot of women in the comments are like, "Oh, well, you know, that she should mind his own business. That's insecurity. My man should be able to allow me." And it's like, wait, what? Because a lot of them have the mentality that for whatever reason, it's insecurity. If someone doesn't like it, it's insecurity. So we're gonna touch on that right now.
Yeah,
let's get right into it. What do y'all say?
Let's dive in. So, you know, it's ironic that I have seen this so many times, where a woman who was healthier or who was heavy set lost weight to a size that I guess America would say is an average size, and she's so happy that she's lost this weight that she wants to show how much weight she's lost, and so she tends to wear more promiscuous outfits that would show a lot more than, you know, really the average person, to be honest with you. And it's all because they're proud of their new body.
Yeah.
But you can be proud of your new body in a bodycon, as these women exhibiting on today. Okay, Nana's got a new body. Come on here. Wait, what? Snatched.
She got a new body.
She do.
But it's her body though. Like,
she's like, no, like I bossed her.
I know. It's not fabricated. I mean, Nana has put in the work. If y'all follow her on Instagram or Facebook, you know that she works out. She's doing everything she can to be that top model. And she's on her way out. That model me, please, hashtag, that she's used for the last 2 years.
That belongs to her.
She is now modeling, you guys, professionally. And so, listen, thank you, Lord God.
It started actually not 2 years. I just started when my account got deleted. That was in August.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm saying. Oh, you just started the model me then? Dang, why does it feel like it's been like forever?
I don't know.
Well, August is almost a year ago.
Because I post a lot of selfies.
True. But it's for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, she's saying, look, I'm gorgeous. I'm a beautiful woman. Model me, please. And somebody picked up the baton. She's being modeled now. But Nana, if you know her journey, Nana's body is snatched, y'all. I'm talking about like snatched. And so, but you don't see her like, oh, I'm just going to walk around in a bra and booty shorts because
and even
I'm
when
snatched.
I do, I try to cover. Y'all notice I'll put words and stuff because
She
sometimes I like my cleavage. I don't want to be too much. And we'll get on that in a minute. But
we'll get on that in a minute because we will get on that.
Yeah,
because I got something to say. But the point is that I've seen that happen so many times, and you weren't really a big one, but I'm talking about like maybe
a big one.
Well, I'm seeing where women that may be size 24, size 26 get down to an 18 or 20 and just want to show what they're working with. But I understand this man is that even though you're happy about your body, we still have to be respectful with it. We still have to have some sort of decorum with it. And so if you're in I guess to me it's not a committed relationship, but she said boyfriend, he said girlfriend, but we're talking about Kashology coming soon. But the point is that you still have to respect that other individual. And if they have an issue with you dressing promiscuous, no, it shouldn't lead to you getting, unwarranted DMs, and it shouldn't lead to men whistling at you down the street, but it does.
And we know that. That's why it's called thirst trapping. Like, everyone who posts pictures like that knows what they're doing when they post pictures like that. I mean, it's part of, especially now with social media, it's not what's the word?
Hey, Donna.
Off when you see, like, you expect it. You get on Instagram, you're scrolling, you see these, they call them IG models, right? Most of them, everybody's body shaped the same. They've all had surgery. They're getting endorsements. Like, them having these new bodies and showing all this skin doesn't stop them from having a huge following. And that's what a lot of people want, because huge followings can turn into monetization. So people are going for it. And that's basically, and for her, because she's lost weight, again, that's maybe something she's always looked at, always felt like, man, I would wonder what it would be like to be able to have all this attention, because I've never had that. No one ever looked twice my way. And now you're telling me that I can have that kind of attention, but all I got to do is post these kind of, like, I'm going to post this kind of pictures. I want to see what it feels like. I want to feel wanted, even though she has somebody who's wanted her.
Right.
It's a different, it's a different feel,
So the question is does that make him insecure? Right? Is that the question?
Yeah, and I would say it does not make.
Well, now let's see what Kia says. Why Zenobia gets her thought.
Okay, Kia said a new body can change the way you think people look at you. I don't think he's insecure, but she's still maybe looking for acceptance. Elsewhere. That's very true. A new body doesn't change how you feel about yourself overall. And that's really true.
Facts.
People who have surgery and go get their body done, a lot of them, they're required to go through counseling when they're done. Because a lot of them, just because they physically have changed their mentality, they still feel, so she's very right. That's very true.
That is so true.
Donna said, hey, ladies. Hello.
Hey, Donna.
La Porsche said R-E-S-P.
La Porsche.
La Porsche said R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Simple.
Find out what it means to me.
Yes.
So what's like self-respect is pretty much what she's saying.
Yeah. And even for him too.
You want to read that?
She says it's okay to embrace yourself. It doesn't stop a man from thinking with his second brain and doing inappropriate things because he isn't in his right mind. Do your thing, sis. Just don't be trashy with it.
Okay.
For me, I don't think that I wouldn't necessarily say that he's insecure. I would say if you're in a relationship and it was already built one way, right? And you've learned to conform to that. And then all of a sudden there's a change. I don't think it's insecurity. I think it's just because it's out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's out of nowhere. It's not something that he's comfortable with. I have seen people when certain things happen with their body, even myself. I was skinny for a long time. When I started to get more developed in my body in the front and especially in the back, I'm real.
The thing started thinking.
The thing started thinking. I would actually wear more fitted clothes and certain stuff to
accentuate.
Yeah, but I wanted to get the attention that I never got when I was skinny. You know what I'm saying? You always hear about people with bodies and stuff like that. So I can understand her kind of in a sense, but maybe it's just a phase that she probably going through, because ain't nobody gonna go lose weight and do all that and still hide their body at the same time.
Right.
Like, it just don't happen like
and I don't think it's necessarily hiding it. I think it's ways to accentuate it that don't come off as trashy.
Right.
If that makes sense.
That's very true.
Yeah.
JJ says she is a feminist. She's telling people, Amber Rose, she's telling people to do them and not conform. People, especially women, body shame all of the time. I believe Lizzo is the same thing.
Lizzo is.
Yeah.
She believes the same thing.
Man, Lizzo so quick to be on there naked.
She was just on there naked yesterday. Or
she be the nakedest person. It'd be like,
embrace your nakedness.
You know what I'm saying? So
she continues and says, but with all due respect, you can be covered and still be deemed inappropriate. Some clothes are too tight. I believe in modesty personally, but I don't impose opinions or advise in love on people I don't know.
That's good. That's a good. Okay, she did say by she, I mean Amber Rose. So she did answer that question. Yeah, and I just want to say, you guys, I watched Divorce Court, right?
Can I just pay you already for your ambassadorship?
They need to.
You bring them up every episode.
Every time she gets to do, she needs to get $5.
But there's this episode where this guy's wife, they've been married 8 years. She had a tremendous loss weight. She lost 100 pounds. And so she started wearing body cons and different things like that. But she wasn't like doing shorts. She wasn't doing cleavage. It was just more form fitting. Yeah. She's like, I'm proud of my body. I worked hard for this. To me, surgery's not working hard, but that's neither here nor there. She said she worked hard for that body.
She worked hard to pay for it.
Maybe she worked hard for that money.
That recovery ain't easy either.
Right. Yeah. So she worked hard in recovery, worked hard through the pain. But she's like, but I love my body and I want to show it off. And he's like, but we've been together all this time and now it's like you turn to this video vixen, but she's like, Judge, look at me. So she steps from behind. She steps from behind the podium and there's this dress, it's, mid-thigh. It's a body con.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's like, what's wrong with this? It's a little short. Mm-hmm. Just throwing that out there. But I understand, but then I also understand decorum. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then your decorum may be different from mine.
Yeah.
For me, that's too short. But for you like rocket,
legs, come on,
legs. Right. So I think it's a matter of preference. So for him, his preference may have been the modest woman that he's been in a relationship with. And now she's kind of become this outwardly, and I'm sure her self-esteem has gone up. I'm sure she's not tolerating stuff she used to tolerate. I'm sure
that's the one right there.
I'm sure it's a whole plethora of things. It's like a trickle effect. It's like, okay, now I'm fine. You know what? I'm fine. Wait a minute. I'm fine. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm not going to say don't let me lose weight. Don't let me lose weight, okay? Because, no, I think I'll still be good. I'll still be good, y'all. You want to read a Taib book?
John says, I make money.
You're gonna comment a whole dissertation.
But no, he know because I never knew how to pronounce that.
That's Taibu.
Moo says Taibu. It's just so weird. I gotta embrace this new side, But he says, I make money helping people improve their level of physical fitness.
He's a perfect.
I feel like Fam got some underlying issues with himself if her pride in her appearance makes him feel some kind of way. Yo, dog, if you spent more time complimenting and validating her physical achievements, she wouldn't be on social media seeking it. I don't agree with that.
I mean, either. I don't agree with that. It has nothing to do.
I don't agree with that because it's never stated that he's not doing that in the first place.
And I've seen where people do that, and people still want it from social media.
Right. Trust me, I'm sure he's very happy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure.
That she jumped fine on him. But I think and we don't know what the social media picture. We might need to be asking for some evidence, y'all, in these cases, because I would like to see what he deems as inappropriate. Because, like we said, what he deems inappropriate may not be inappropriate to us,
right?
So I would have to see now if she's on there. I'm not gonna stop. But no, if she's on there,
exactly right.
She got a split all the way up to her, and you know what I'm saying? Her cleavage is down here. And, she's looking like she's putting herself on display like I'm available, I'm for sale. That's different. And so I think it's all about, is it being done in poor taste or is it you just can't handle the fact? Because some men don't want to share. They don't want to share what's underneath them clothes. So they're like, when we in public, cover up, and then when we at home, they want you to throw on lingerie and stockings.
And then especially if you wasn't a person that never really posted anyway because you probably weren't comfortable with yourself, and now you got this newfound confidence.
Now you got a photo.
So it may not even be the fact that it's something really risque that she has on. It could be the fact that she's just posting. You know what I'm saying? But girl, if you happy with your body, you post that thing.
Okay.
But he's saying dress provocative, and I think that's the key word we're missing on that.
Yeah, and provocative means showing excess, a lot of skin, and it's more of like sexual connotation, things that are just like extremely sexy, right? Because provocative means like to provoke. What is it provoking? Lust. It's provoking sexual
it's provoking unwanted attention.
Yeah, so that's what it is. She's dressing in a way that's provoking
right.
people who are not him. You see what I'm saying? And so that for him is why he feels like it's a respect thing, because if you got me, what you provoking strangers for? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that is what kind of
I would love to see her pictures. I wonder what like her facial expressions are.
I'm picturing like in my mind. It's not good.
You know what I'm saying?
But the point is,
no, for real, because like, is it like a, or is it like a?
Says he's not insecure.
You know what I'm saying? Once you stick that tongue out, it's over.
Is it like a come get me, or is it like a?
See, I agree with you, JJ. JJ said he may not be insecure. He may just have a personal standard, and there's nothing wrong with that. It does not make you insecure.
Right.
Tyrena says,
I do agree with that. It's probably his personal standard.
Right.
I agree with what JJ is saying. He may just have a standard, and she has crossed the standard for his liking.
True. That is a possibility. And to me, you would think it would be something simple as just verbalizing it, you know. But then again, sometimes men's standard can be unrealistic, meaning that
absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Men suck sometimes.
Okay.
I'm just saying because it is very unrealistic. But don't nobody talk about how they walk around with these tight pants on and like their shirts off.
Not all of them.
A lot of them, their prints and their prints showing it like you can't see that when you walk out the house.
Of course they can.
You think that's okay when you walk out the house?
Right. And as his compadre, you have a right to say that ain't appropriate. Just like he has the right to tell her, babe, I don't think it's appropriate. But like I said, it's all a matter of perspective. You know, it's all a matter of perspective.
Like,
Antonio,
have you ever thought about how like the dudes that wear the really, really skinny pants, how they get their foot through the bottom of it? Because you know, us as females, when we put on skinny legs, it's already tough enough. It's like, how do they fit the big foot in the? How do y'all put it on the skinny jeans?
Their jeans are different than ours,
but then they suffocate themselves.
They have like a little extra pouch.
You can't even breathe down there. Y'all too tight. This is just like stuff.
Well, they don't want to take what Antonio said.
Yes, it's nothing wrong with a woman wanting to wear cute clothes on her new body. Thank you, Antonio. The guy maybe likes her old body. And ironically, that's a possibility. Ironically, that is a possibility because he only paid attention to her then, and is not liking the attention she's getting now.
There was no competition.
There was no competition.
Yeah, and the thing about that, even like in one of the groups I'm in, right, there was a young woman. I want to say this was maybe like in February, who was having her body done. She was telling everyone how she was going to be having surgery and like posting updates, kind of like just showing her journey. And everything. So she got her body done. And her boyfriend was not having it. So she ended up putting in the group, like, you know, he's been flipping on her lately. And, you know, she's trying to even like end the relationship because he just becomes so jealous and everything like that. And within like 2 days of her posting that, he killed her. He ended up like, he was that controlling and that upset about her new look that he couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? He killed her. I think he killed her in her.
Wait, 2 days after her body?
2 days after she posted about now that she has finally had her surgery, how he's tripping, he killed her.
Wait, she posted that he was tripping?
Mm-hmm. Now that she's had surgery. So like she's been talking about her journey for a while.
Yeah. Right.
I thought she would say 2 days after. I was like, dang, he didn't even let her heal. It's like, at least she didn't even get to see the real results.
Either way it go, that's messed up.
You know how you swole for a little bit?
Yeah.
Like she didn't even get to see
he let her heal. But the problem is, you know, I'm not saying this is equivalent to what's happening here, because obviously he is already a controller before she started on his journey. He was already probably a manipulator and all these other things. And when people who are controlling feel like they're losing control, they can snap.
They do snap.
Yeah. Well, okay, they do snap.
We watch Fatal Attraction and Snap and Cocaine. Y'all can see it all the time.
Now she needs to get paid for advocating.
I watch that. That's why I say, even Tyrena, I'm gonna point you out for a second. Whenever there was a joke or something, a meme that's like, what are some words that every woman wants to hear? And she had put, you are my everything. So I was laughing. I said, girl, see, I don't watch too much Fatal Attraction and Snapchat. If a man says you, I'm like, everything, that will make me run faster than he can finish that sentence. Because to me, I feel like that's a red flag. Don't say that to me.
Right. Please. And if you guys scroll down our Women of Power Facebook page, which I hope everyone here has already liked, listen, you will see a video snippet of this comedian who said, he said, one thing you never want to hear from somebody you're in a relationship with is, I can't live without you.
Yeah.
He said, you can't live without me. That sounds like forensic style.
Exactly.
So be careful if somebody say they can't live without you, because if y'all break up,
I ain't gonna lie, they used to be cute back in the day. You know, when you young, you be like, I cannot live without you.
Breathe.
But when you realize they got some psychotic ways, and bruh say he can't live without you, oh no. That's scary.
That means we can't never break up.
Right. Man, there was this one woman, I forgot her name. There was this one woman, she was in a relationship with a guy or something like that. And I guess it ended up being toxic. Beautiful young lady from the Dominican Republic or something like that. That's where they were living. And she moved on with her life and got engaged and everything. You know,
this was on Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, got engaged and everything.
Episode.
And so the day, and I will always
of their wedding,
the day of the wedding, the ex found out about her getting married, came in the house where she was upstairs taking pictures, getting ready. Walked in the room, they heard screaming, and whoever was recording, you could see her turn and see him like the terror, and he killed her because she moved on to somebody else. You know, and he said his reason was that he felt like she still was misleading him or something like that, because they were in the store the night before prior to that. But you know, of course, they argue with that. But like, it's crazy to me. But some people, like, I've actually dealt with someone that happened to be like that, only in that moment though, not like in its entirety, but like showed those types of traits.
I can't live without you.
Sitting outside of my house, you know what I'm saying, unplugging my electricity, the battery of my car, locking me in the room with a dresser. Like, I was so scared to where I used to think this person was outside of my shower with a knife. You know what I'm saying? I used to stay in my mama's house because I was scared to come home. Now, the person wasn't always like that, but I think when you allow, it's something that it's like control or something. It's like something that they feel when they feel like something is being taken
like
from
they
them.
Own it.
Yeah. When something is being taken from them, it's something that
triggers.
Because it's not who they always. These people are not always like this. Some people are, but a lot of people are not always like that. It's not who they always been. It's something that occurs that happen, and they allow it to change them. You know, and
go ahead.
They go popping, folks.
JJ said, when I work this weight off and get my new body, mind your business.
Right.
We're going to tell you, post
I'm going to still hold you accountable.
JJ already got a body on her.
Right?
So she's going to be more body about it.
Come out here.
Uniform doesn't hide nothing. Okay. Kia said, this is not true, and getting that from someone that you've been looking at versus a few new faces is not the same. She may have changed completely from the woman he was upon entering the relationship.
Probably so.
Yeah. Because it does literally change you. It changes the way you think about yourself. And that's why I was alluding earlier, like maybe she might have had some esteem issues. And so maybe he liked this humbled kind of.
And that might have even been what she was attracted to in him. Because remember, this is a dynamic that we see play out in relationships all the time, right? Because she was broken or maybe had low self-esteem issues, there was something that he fulfilled in their relationship that helped comfort that area and that void that she had. But now that she no longer has those feelings to a certain extent, it's kind of like, I feel like now my options are bigger. Like, why am I just talking to you? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I can do better than you now. Because I don't have those feelings anymore. I don't feel just like some people who don't have it whenever they get in a relationship. Maybe their significant other helps them or builds them up. This is more so with the African culture. Like, the men will pay for the women to go to school. They'll become doctors, lawyers, and maybe he drives a taxi or has a taxi company. Then they'll be like, well, now I feel like I don't want to be married to a taxi driver. Like, I want a lawyer or I want a doctor. I want a whatever. Now that I've reached this level, I don't have a use for you because you fulfilled what I needed at the time, but I'm not there anymore. And that could very well be what happened with her too. Who's to say? Taibu said, summer is coming up. I think she's on her way out the door. Hot girl summer.
And you know what? It could just be a temporary thing. You know, when somebody, especially when you lose weight and stuff like that, lose weight, gain weight, whichever one it is, because for me, it was gaining weight. And so when you have a drastic change like that, I don't think that that's just who you, it's probably just something that she's going through. It is exciting a little bit to get the attention, you know, to be able to wear different clothes and stuff like that. You start to take care of yourself differently. you know, if he loves her, I think he should kind of work with her on it, because it doesn't mean that's
period.
Because everybody kind of does. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never really seen people go work out, get these nice bodies, and they still are the same person that they were. It hadn't happened like that. It's like for me, when I broke my front tooth, it was gone. And like my self-esteem was like this little. But as soon as I got that joker fixed, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
You couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah, I mean, I had real teeth at first, but I broke it. And so...
And it was broke for a minute.
Yeah, it was broke for like 2-3 years. I wasn't smart enough to go to the dentist. And so, yeah.
Tyrone said, let her live. It's her hot girl summer.
Oh, my.
We don't need no more hot girl summers.
Listen, welcome, Lolita Robertson Gray. Thank you for joining Women of Power on tonight.
Y'all make sure y'all are hitting share. If you haven't already shared this live, please. And thank you.
Oh, and let me just mention this again for everybody that's jumped on since we started. If y'all notice at the bottom of your screen, there's a little small gold star, because we have reached gold star status on Facebook. So you now can click on that star and send us some stars, you guys. We love you so much.
Tanisha said, hey, sisters. Hey, girl.
What's up, Tanisha Massenberg?
Antonio said some average men can't take it when their woman gets a new body look, because they know a high-quality man will have a chance of getting her attention.
Come on here.
Samuels. Knowing all men desire to be a high-quality man.
Who ladies desire?
High-quality man us to death. Who ladies desire, but he's not at that
level.
But
Antonio, this is the kicker. What if he is a high-quality man? Already. And his woman loses weight, gets fine, because we don't know what size she started off as. She could have been at 14 and been down to an 8. You know, it don't take much for us, okay? That's actually pretty amazing.
I'm telling y'all, because look, I gained 100 pounds when I got pregnant, right? So when I lost my weight, when I was in college and I finally lost my weight and I got back snatched, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? So I can definitely relate. And then I really wasn't that saved, so you really couldn't tell me nothing. My pictures were like,
when I had Kelsey, listen, God better be lucky that I was in church by the time I had Kelsey, because when I had Kelsey, Kelsey gave me the body that I had always, when I said, God, you knew not to do that ahead of time, because I would have been in some things. I wouldn't have been in church.
My God.
I would have not been in church.
Well, praise God for the life.
One point, no, for real, because at one point in time, I was going to be a stripper. Yeah. But the only reason why I didn't strip is because the area and I knew people, and I felt like I was too skinny to strip. But had God blessed me the way that I am now, I would have been up in Tampa City somewhere.
Look, thank God for delay. Delay is not denial. He said, not now, so no be later when you're ready to handle it. And that's how he is with blessings too, right?
Right.
Tesla, maybe he's living in a 2-story house by himself. He's single.
Don't want no car you got to charge up all the time.
I actually don't mind it.
I know, because you got one.
I'm just saying, I don't mind it.
Let's see.
You have to pay to charge it, or is it charge free?
You just pull up to a Tesla shop.
Really?
All right.
A Tesla shop?
You know, like they have like these little stops, and you just pull up charging stations. They're called supercharging.
And they don't charge y'all for that? That's trifling. We got to pay for gas.
Yeah, that's why you pay more for get a Tesla. You don't have to get gas.
Antonio said if he's high quality, they don't normally go out for. If he's high quality, they don't normally go for out of shape ladies because they have so many options.
Oh my goodness!
Antonio.
They will settle for a poor lady, but not an overweight.
That is a lie.
It's a lot of high quality men that like larger women. What are you talking about?
Like,
where's your wife?
Like Kevin Samuels. For real.
Where's your wife?
I was about to slip up and say some names, but I can't say it. You know, just because. But that is the most false statement that I've ever seen. What do you mean?
That's not true. What you trying to say? Big girls ain't fine? Because I'm a big girl and I know I'm fine. I'm just throwing it out there. Not trying to provoke anybody. Okay. But listen
hey, Darren. He said we look real colorful.
Thanks.
Tanisha Massenberg says, I think because cheating is so common that people get insecure about their partners getting a lot of attention because they are afraid that they could stray. Let me tell you something about fear. Okay.
I got a poem about it. You heard me?
Yes, you do. Oh my gosh. And it's amazing. Y'all gotta check out Nana's poetry if you have not already. But she does have a poem about fear. Can you just give a quick synopsis of what fear can do to us? Can you just share that, BB?
A synopsis? A quick synopsis. Fear will, like they say, false evidence appearing real, right? So it will cause you to come up with all these hypotheticals and all these what if scenarios based off of what you think or basically off of the fear of what you think could happen, but really it's not even there. So you get yourself all worked up and you start to worry. You even sometimes will actually react, be upset, and the person hasn't even done anything. All why? Because you're assuming that this is actually going to manifest.
Assuming.
Okay.
Assuming.
It's not. But what she's saying is very true. For those of y'all who maybe, I don't know if any of y'all have dealt with that when it comes to social media, or how much it's played a role in your relationships, or even in dating. If you've ever dealt with someone who felt like you get a lot of attention on social media, so they don't want to talk to you, or like I spoke on the past when it even comes to like posting, because y'all know I post pictures a lot, I take selfies or whatever. But I have been in past relationships where if I posted a picture and I hadn't sent it to the person first, they felt some type of way. It's like, oh, it's for social media and you whatever. So, and then later on I would do that and someone else was like, what are you don't have to send me a picture just for you. I don't care. Like,
because that first one was controlling.
It became a habit to me, and I felt so bad for showing it to strangers and you haven't seen it first. You know, and they're like, girl, if you don't follow someone, just post your picture. It's not that serious.
I was about to run earlier because she thought
I thought it was in my hair. I thought it was stuck in my hair. She didn't know it was a lie. As you said, successful is subjective.
Right.
Which means?
Meaning like the success is not always equivalent.
Everyone's definition.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
He said, I said normally.
Normally.
Where's Tamika?
Yeah, but I'm saying abnormally.
She said, boy, why is it taking so long to come up?
Hey, Baron, thank you.
As you said, out of shape. Boy, let me screenshot this inbox real quick. Yeah, let them know. Okay. It doesn't stop nothing.
Come on, Azure. Azure said, look, check out my bumps. But Azure, you have a beautiful shape.
Babes is still.
Look, Kia just said, "Woo, child, it's a lot. It's a lot." I know, girl. That Antonio.
Tyrena said, "Listen, BBWs are in Antonio. I'm sure BBWs are inbox be jumping more than skinny chicks."
I mean, I don't hate on the skinny chicks, but it is what it is.
And
because I'm not a skinny girl anymore. See, I used to be offended by comments like that because I'd be like, "We skinny, we get it too." But I'm a part of the thick crew.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're in the middle.
I'm 164 pounds, and I'm 5'2".
That ain't no BBW, baby.
But I'm not.
If you can still get clothes out of the junior section,
no. What I'm saying is,
you are not a BBW.
I'm not considered skinny though.
No,
I'm a size 10.
Yeah, you're not considered.
Can we take a second to just throw out some ways you know you're not a BBW?
I ain't gotta be a BBW to be fit.
I'm trying to help the body,
but I'm
trying to help everybody.
No, but I'm trying to help you because I'm not skinny. I'm 164.
Definitely not skinny.
She just wanted to get that up.
Can you just throw out a way that people will know you're definitely not a BBW? That you're not.
I never said I was.
You can buy clothes without trying them on. Like for me, because for when you're. I won't even say not even prefer to, but when you're built different, I'll put it that way. It's just hard to find clothes in general because
they look right on you.
Yeah,
so you gotta try them on. Yeah, you get home and get tricked.
BB, I never said that I was BBW. I never said that. I said I'm thick.
And what you wear, I feel like going back to what we were talking about with even like the clothing and stuff.
Everybody clowning me. I never said I was BBW.
We're gonna share all that clowning.
I'm dismissing myself from the show.
Okay, bye.
I can't get up because what I got on. I wanted to do.
What we got?
I agree. Hold on.
Oh, Tyrena's talking to Azure.
Yeah, she said, as you're keeping it real, men are not ashamed anymore about having a BBW shoot. They got more actions than us regular chicks.
Sure, I jump too. What you talking about? I jump all the time.
She said, "Nah, you got yams." What is it? Not. Oh, she said, "Nah, you got yams now."
Tell my you.
She's not a.
She said, "I don't jump to put my. I jump all the time to put my pants on." I'm 164 solid.
Tyrena said, "I'm not a BBW, but I do shop in the junior section. If you don't jump to put your jeans on."
I jump to put my jeans on.
Okay, that's the way you know you're not a BBW. If you ain't jumping to put your jeans on, or if you ain't struggling to put your socks on.
Or if your stomach is not in your lap, but sit down.
I ain't never said. But that's the thing.
If you don't have a food, if you do not have a food,
if you ain't no BBW,
if your stomach don't touch your thighs when you sit down. You are not. I'm not even talking about you. I'm asking for some funny ways we can say you're not a BBW.
Girl, Tanisha, that's so true. She said something I learned from BBW. They have to put deodorant under their boobs. I was shook when I saw it.
And I still do that, man, because that sweat be something.
Yeah. Girl,
trickling
or powder. Doesn't have
either
to be.
one. Yeah.
But now with that, we done heard about so much about powder. I don't even
yeah,
know if that's
powder
safe.
stuff.
As long as it doesn't have talcum.
And then JJ says, "Don't yes, you did say you were a BBW, LOL." So she's putting you on front street.
Where she say that?
And she
at?
said you can rewind and play it back if you want to. You said right there.
Oh,
yes, you did say.
Okay.
So,
if I'm not, it's okay.
I know, but you don't spend 30 minutes saying you didn't say it. So we just
I don't remember saying it. I just remember saying I'm not skinny.
All right, Kia
said success does not define preference. Everyone has one of those. Your money will not change what you desire. That's good. Sometimes people may conform to what they think they should have on their arm, but they are sometimes the most single married folks I've seen.
That's good. That's good. What's the fine actor's name that loves BBWs? The light-skinned. He's on the police show. Girl, I said actor.
I can say, but
Drake is not an actor.
But Drake loves BBW.
He does?
Do it?
I ain't never seen him.
Never seen him with a
BBW.
he
rap about it.
Yeah, they be talking for the masses.
It don't matter. Drake
can't trust a rap.
My question is though, going back to provocative, right? Because I was
I was almost there. I'm trying to remember. I'm still trying to remember.
It's the actor that likes that.
Yes, the fine one.
Idris Elba.
Fine, light skinned.
Oh, I don't know.
That plays on the police shows. He plays on it. Oh my God! Somebody help me with the guy's name. Shamar Moore.
He likes BBW.
Shamar Moore likes BBW.
I ain't never seen
him.
I ain't never seen
him. You ain't never seen him with a woman, period.
Just like you ain't never seen Drake with a BBW. I ain't never seen Shamar Moore, but Shamar Moore is fine.
You ain't never seen Shamar Moore with a woman, period. He don't date publicly, but he likes BBW.
Yeah, he don't date publicly, but that's good.
I heard it from his mouth.
That's because we date. That's because we date privately.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said that's because we date privately. Me and Shamar Moore.
None of y'all. What? None of y'all on the panels. Hold on.
Where did it go?
It's up.
There we go.
What, Antonio? Thank you. He says none of y'all on the panels are BBW. I'm just speaking how a high quality man think. Don't take it personal. It's just how we think. Antonio, but I'm saying not all of them do. Shamar Moore is definitely a high quality man, and he loves BBWs. That's all I'm saying.
Shamar Moore is a very he was God. God definitely took his time.
God bless him. I mean, he sculpted him out of the celestials of heaven. He went into the fourth heaven and pulled out greatness and goodness.
Especially when he was playing on Criminal Minds.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Tanisha Massenberg.
She said she be
under boob sweat bothers me. Okay, Azure. Oh my God. Tarina says I do that.
And I'm tiny.
She said, and you are not tiny, sis. You got a little thickness on you. But so pretty much it's not a BBW thing.
It's a sweat thing.
It's a sweat thing.
Yeah.
So if you're a heavy sweater, it's recommended you try to put deodorant everywhere.
Yeah, I wear deodorant everywhere.
Right.
But she said phew.
Under your neck, under your ear.
Azure said phew.
What?
Phew. But y'all men's like that Kevin Samuels definition of a high value man, and it's a no for me, dog.
I'm trying to really
coming for you.
You know, I tried to watch this thing one day. He was talking with this girl, and he was just his tone with her, the way he was talking to her, and you could tell like she was trying to keep up with him, but he was just throwing blows back at her. You know what I'm saying?
All the way down.
He is not a nice guy at all. And Kevin Samuels. And if you're not a strong-minded woman, like he will chew you up and spit you out. I've seen him do that girl like that on the interview. Kevin Samuels. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. You ain't never seen
That's the one that I sent you on the chat.
Oh, the one that be saying all that crazy stuff.
He says really crazy stuff to women. So JJ said Common likes BBWs.
Protect your ear gates.
Idris Elba likes BBWs. And
Idris.
He does.
He likes BBWs.
But his wife ain't. I'm saying that.
But she ain't small either. She a little bit.
I did hear that about Common though.
Her waist is snatched and her butt is huge. Like
but that's what I'm saying. Like the definition of a BBW to me is not like someone who's dealing with obesity. I'm a BBW, whether y'all want to admit it or not. Hello, I gotta go into the women's section. Hello. So to me, if there's an X after the one,
he is a narcissist.
Who?
Kevin Samuels.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Drake was an actor before he got.
Azure Badger says he said it. I like my girls BBW. Who?
Drake.
Oh, Drake. Okay. Michael Ealy. I don't know him.
You don't know Michael Ealy?
Remember the movie The Perfect Guy? The light-skinned dude with the light eyes. He's been in movies
Oh
forever.
my God. Is he the one from our movie?
Oh.
The old Caesar movie?
Michael Ealy?
I don't know.
He's a black man.
He's light-skinned and his eyes are like...
Michael Ealy is like
he young?
He yellow. Not really. He yellow with hazel eyes. Like he done played on a lot of the black movies.
Hazel eyes are so overrated.
No, but Michael Ealy is Michael Ealy.
No, we haven't.
I know who Michael Ealy is. I'm looking for another show. All right, what we got next? Hold on. We got to go up.
Shamar Moore.
Okay, Azure just says, what's above Azure's? Because it just moved up. Like, okay, Azure agrees. Shamar Moore does like BBW. So does Tyrena. Azure says, Kasha, if you got a crush on Shamar, say that. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
So
yeah, I know who it is.
God did his thing with Michael Ealy too, Donna.
What?
He's clean cut. He's so cute.
When he what movie was that, Tanisha?
Whoa.
When Shamar Moore had the braids in that truck.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, the
what was it called?
He has too many.
Is it I Can Do Bad All By Myself? No. That's the one where old boy pulled his wife out the house and dragged her out the mansion.
Yeah.
Dang, I can't. No, it's not Darwin Mac Black Woman.
Has anyone sent that man a new stylist?
Who you talking about? Shamar?
Tyler Perry, because of them braids.
He just won a humanitarian award for an Oscar. He just won a humanitarian award.
Why? He helps with humans.
I guess so.
Kudos to you, Tyler.
Darwin Mad Black Woman. That's what Jay said.
That's what I thought. I said Darwin Mad Black Woman.
Tyrone. Oh goodness. Yeah. Yes, he did and broke the mold after he was born. I guess we're still talking about Shamar.
Yeah, of course.
And
oh my
Tanisha
God.
said, yeah. I thought you were gonna finish.
No.
She said, "Oh my gosh, have y'all talked about Kevin Samuels on the show?"
I hope that we
have. We did talk about the one that came out that cheated on his wife. What's his name?
Derek.
Oh, Derek.
So what? Have you heard anything since then, or
he was going live like nothing happened? He was just live.
He's still doing relationship stuff.
He hasn't really. He kind of just did a live last week, and I didn't watch it all because the comments, everybody was like going in on him, but he's like, "It's fine. I expected. It's what's expected." But I've been getting a lot of love, and thank you all for being patient.
Who giving him love?
And so a lot of people were in the comments like, "Oh, we bless you, and thank you for your transparency." And he's like, "Yeah, if it would have all come out when they were still going through, it would have been a different story." But I guess by the time it came out, he's saying that they had already kind of. She was aware, and
she didn't look like.
That's what I'm saying. That's what everybody was
saying. She didn't even know that the girl was pregnant.
Yeah, so I think he was just trying
I didn't even know the girl was pregnant.
Yeah, they came out with that after he got called that the girl and the girl was like she didn't even know he had a wife.
That's sad. And then when they start showing like a compilation of all of her lives that she started doing by herself, I started thinking there might be some mental instability.
Oh, with her?
Yeah.
There is. She, based on what she posted, you could tell her mind is just kind of.
I really do not like how they went in on her when she was talking about like the helmet of truth and that she had the army fatigue clothes on when she was like, I'm in the army of the Lord, whatever she was saying, and she had her little hat on, the bonnet. They were clowning her so bad, and I just felt sorry for her because you could just tell she just wasn't all the way there.
Right. That's why I said there's something going on. There's something seriously going on. All right.
What you say? No, she ain't got no friends.
They should have stopped her and not
right.
Do
not. First of all, take off them army fatigues.
First off, the way he held her hand.
Where are her friends? But you know what? They said the same thing about Whitney. They was like, where was Whitney's friends when all this was popping out? And pretty much as the higher she got started, the more she started pushing her friends off, pushing away. I don't know if that's her situation, but I'm pretty sure the way their relationship was going, she probably was ordered to put them away.
What you said? She ordered to put them away?
She was ordered to, like, get rid of your friends.
Oh, you talking about Bobby Brown?
No, what's his name?
Jackson.
I was like, we could have let Bobby do that.
Right.
Antonio said, how do ladies feel when their man gets in great shape and starts wearing less clothes to his new body? Well, ladies have.
How less you gonna go as a man?
If my man lost a lot of weight,
but how less you gonna go as a man?
I mean, there's a lot of, because the weight loss groups that I'm in, like there's guys who have literally gone from being like teddy bears and really big to now they are cut and ripped up. And
what I'm saying, how less as far as clothing can you go? Because he was like saying,
thirst trapping. I'm saying that's why I said it depends, because if you're talking about him just wearing muscle shirts that fit or V-necks that show his cuts, that's different than now he's laying down and doing them postures where it's like good morning, lady, shirt off, water dripping.
So is the issue the clothes, or is the issue the pictures and the posts?
It's that's why I think the definition of provocative, I feel like matters, right? Mm-hmm. Because in my experience, because I'm very curvy, there's not a lot of things that I can wear where you're not going to see my curves. If I'm wearing sweats, if I'm wearing whatever. So for me, the way that I was brought up in school from a very young age, right? I was always told, even when I was it started in middle school. When I was in middle school, I was not allowed to just wear jeans and a shirt or wear something that didn't have something around my waist. Our security guard would always get on me and say, Miss Osei, put a shirt around. I would get sent to the office, put a shirt around, or she'd go and get to lost them down, get a thing and tie it around my waist. Why? Because the young boys and their hormones, she didn't want me
because you were already shapely.
I was already very shapely, right? But what happened as a result of that is I got conditioned to where I felt bad for showing my curves, because I felt like if I show my curves, I'm gonna cause men to think sexually about me, and I'm gonna attract the wrong kind of men. I'm gonna cause them to lust, and I don't want to do that. So for the longest, like I wasn't posting body pictures, period. I didn't feel comfortable even just being out on like. I would wrap a thing around my waist even going out, because I just felt weird. Like I don't want you to look at my look at my butt for what, like I don't like it. Made me feel uncomfortable, okay, to say the least. So now even as an adult, I find myself even in clothes where it's not necessarily revealing, but it shows my curves. Because like I said, even if the dress isn't skin tight, right, my hips are huge, right? So at the end of the day, I'm always thinking, I always ask my sisters all the time, like, should I post this one? What is this one too much? And they'll be like, girl, that's just your body. Like, you be asking us too much. But for me, I feel like when I post pictures like that, I don't want men to think that I want that kind of attention. It's just how I'm shaped. And what I've realized is that men will approach you more sexually just because you have more body, in a sense, right? Because for whatever reason, they're conditioned to think that just because you're curvy or you have a butt or you have a chest, that means that you want something sexually from them, or that you'll be more receiving of their sexual advances. And it's not the truth. So that's the reason why for me, I kind of like cut back on that. But even now I struggle with, that's why for me, the modeling please really was a way for me to feel comfortable with posting a body shot and not feeling bad about it. Because for the longest, all you was gonna see was headshots of me, because I felt like I shouldn't show my body like that. You know, my sister would be like,
and then it's like you darned if you do, darned
if you don't. Because like people are paying to get work done, to be shaped. And like if I'm already shaped like that, like I should be able to celebrate it without being made to feel like I'm doing, but I still, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. So I don't know if anyone else can relate, but for me, it's a struggle, because sometimes I want to post it, but then I'm like, no, I shouldn't post it because that's showing too much, even though it's just me being shapely. Yeah. Like, I'm not doing nothing. Yeah.
Tanisha Price, thank you for joining us on tonight. Tanisha Masterberg says he tells women, I guess she's still talking about Kevin Samuels. He tells women they aren't qualified for marriage, and that's why I don't rock with him.
Antonio actually wrote something once you get down there about him, and I'm going,
You want to read it? Okay, when we get there.
I want to read it.
JJ said his wife thick though. Are you talking about?
No, she's talking about Idris Elba. That's how far up these comments are.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, we way up there.
Yeah, well, they delayed popping up.
Yeah, that's the delayed thing. But his wife is thick though.
Yeah,
she reminds me.
He didn't marry one, but he liked them.
Okay.
Okay, we got the diary. We got the diary. We got the diary. We got the diary.
Okay, we're caught up almost. Oh no, we're not.
There you go.
We got it. I don't know what we missed. Okay, there you got the bottom. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so.
Oh, Ashley wants to know what's the tea
about what?
About this other guy.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Biddy, I thought she knew about him.
Yeah. She said, yeah, she does. She said his opinion is invalidated and cut off. And then Kia said, it'll come up today.
Come on.
Kia said predators can spot weakness in their prey, which
facts.
Narcissists.
They look for weakness. Yeah. They look for that. They search for it, and then they capitalize on it. You know, they love you to tell them their life story, all your insecurities, all the times you was hurt, so they can minister in that area, so that they'll feel like, oh, they're for me, they're down with me, and then they just snare you into their trap.
Tyrena said, real friends will correct her in love. Now look, sis, you doing too much. Keep it cute.
Right.
JJ said, this is so good today.
She said, child. I'm going to say it. Child. Some of these women's friends do tell them stuff, but while they are smelling themselves and in love with lust, they don't receive nothing. Not Nathaniel. And that's so true.
My godmother never used to tell me when I was little, you smelling yourself. I was like, what does that even mean?
It means you feeling yourself.
Yeah.
Your head is blowing up.
Antonio said Kevin is only speaking from a rich man's view. It's raw but true. If you just listen to the points he's speaking of, when a woman with kids brings no value but liability from another relationship, and a beautiful lady with no kids brings real value for a rich man. That's not true.
Wait a minute, what are you? Wait a minute. First of all,
reread it. I told you.
Because Kevin Samuels
when a woman with kids brings no value
to a rich man.
Yeah, because Kevin Samuels believes
but liability.
Right. He believes, like, in his mind, his small mind, that a woman with children is more of a burden. So why would a man who could have the world at his fingertips want something that he has to invest in that's like a burden to him, when he can get someone who looks just as good, who's never had kids, and not have to deal with that? Because for him, that is something that he feels. And to me, I would say that that's more of a preference. I don't feel like
that's a personal preference.
There are many rich men who want families and don't have kids and don't want to wait, let's say, to meet someone and have it. They're fine with you having a child, because why? They want to be able to say, I have a son, and be able to do stuff with him now. So that's not true to say that no value. Like, come on, man. No.
That's definitely a personal.
That's a personal.
That's a personal preference. Go ahead. You said you down there. What you got to say?
I'm done now. Y'all say whatever needed. Y'all say whatever needed. No, he knew that was wrong right there. Like, that's not even accurate information. Well, but my thing is, like, why would you even want to put women in a position who have children, who take care of their children, in a position to feel like they're not qualified, they're not worth dealing with somebody with
love, money, because that's how it makes it seem like y'all not worthy of, like,
it's monetary based. And the thing is, to make a comment like that, it does not
it's asinine. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Does not
it's asinine and it's small minded. Now you're saying that's the way rich men think,
because what if she was a rich woman with kids? Would that
disqualify her?
Like, your money, I don't need your money because I got my own money, but am I still disqualified because I have kids now?
Because there are women who are widowers, young widowers with kids. It doesn't have necessarily been out of wedlock. They could have had kids with their husband and got a divorce. They could have had kids with their husband and he passed in the military or anything. So to me, I don't really know Kevin Samuels, and I really like to guard my ears, so I probably I don't listen to him. But the point is that that is not correct. He's sharing his personal opinion, and I think that some people, like Antonio, are taking it as this is how wealthy men think. No, that's how he thinks, and his thinking is very narrow-minded and very small-minded. And
because he even told one girl, like, he was talking to her about, like, he asked her how much money she make, this and that, what type of man did she date, how much money did he make, and he was like basically telling her, from where you stand, from what I see, you're not qualified to deal with somebody in that tax bracket. And the look on her face was like, but her backbone wasn't strong enough to come back at him, because I would have gave him every little thing.
Well, thank God the prince didn't think that about Cinderella. Okay, we would never got the fairy tale. All right, JJ Jones.
She had a fairy godmother.
JJ said, you can be curvy and perceived as provocative, but sometimes how you pose and present yourself can elevate or highlight real provocativeness.
Absolutely. Exactly.
Now, y'all know the pictures going like this.
Right. You could be in a shirt like this, and I can make this shirt, trust me, I can make this shirt provocative. Okay. And so it's not necessarily about what you're wearing revealing clothes. It's like she said, it's about how you're posed and your mannerisms. Are you, like she was talking about, with the tongue and all these different things. It's the things you can do to make people feel like I'm available. Just hit me up in my DM.
What you looking back at?
Yes, Kia, thank you. She went to the school I went to. We had to cover up. She said, I remember those days at Hutchinson, and know where to hide anything, just in trouble for existing, looking the way we look. And I'm telling y'all, like, she was so adamant. You could not walk around with just not having some kind of sweater or shirt around your waist, period. Like, you couldn't.
At the school?
Yeah, she was our security guard. She was like an old school black lady, but she'd be like, "No, I'm telling you, you can't do." Yeah,
she was trying to preserve y'all.
Yeah, she would not let us like ever. So
she was Baptist.
Yeah, we were conditioned, girl. I got conditioned.
Nah, she was Kojic.
Azure said Nana is telling all of the truth. See, sis, that's what I'm saying. Because when you're curvy, it's just like everything can be perceived as you just doing too much. You know, it's just everything's over sexualized, and you're not even trying to be over sexualized.
It's just the way you build.
Yeah. Because I remember
it's showing up here. It's just not showing up there.
Oh, okay. Like, you know, even growing up, for those of y'all, especially, you know, before you started popping, you hit puberty to where it's like certain people could wear certain things even to school. Like, let's say like even a dress or whatever. And it's like, oh, when they wear it and it's short and they're slim or skinny, it looks so high fashion and like nice. It's like, oh, look, they look like supermodels or whatever. But if you curvy and you wear a dress that's like that, it's like, ooh, she dressed like her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could put on the same thing, but because you fill it out differently, the perception, even though it's the same piece of clothing, is completely different. And then it is for someone who's smaller than you. So we have to take that into consideration.
Yep, that's almost like if a heavier guy wears sweatpants. It's just a heavy guy in sweatpants.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but you guys might have missed some of what Nana said. Just the end.
JJ said, "Child, some of these women friends do tell them stuff." Oh, we already.
Hey, Erica Everett, thank you for joining us on tonight. Mary Young, Tanisha Price, thank you guys for tuning in. Lolita's back. Come on, Lolita, say something for us. Say something to us. Is it back up now, Rick?
They can't hear us.
She said something. She said I don't see it, but she said can't hear. Can you hear us now? It should be good, Nana, because it was a big mute sign over there. If y'all can hear us, hit some hearts and likes, please. It's gonna be a delay, of course.
Tyrena said, "Nana, you know you are extra fine, girl. You are so cute. Thank you, girl." Azure said, "I struggle for the very same reason." Right? We should just have a group where we can just share our pictures with each other and just whatever.
Like this is me.
Right? Because Tanisha Price said, "Hey, ladies." The other one still hasn't come up. I can't.
It's there.
Oh, okay. It's just not coming up here.
Right. It's just a delay on there, but it's coming up on here.
All right.
Tanisha, thank you for joining us on tonight. This question is scrolling on the bottom. We're actually getting ready to wrap up tonight's show, but we're gonna keep it rolling. See how it's not?
What?
Yeah. So we're having some technical difficulties in the studio, but we're gonna just roll from our own tablet. Come on, that's why y'all gotta have a backup. So yeah, let's see. Did you already say that now, Nana, you know you extra fine, girl? You are too cute.
Yes,
okay, you already read that one. All right. The struggle with the photos. Who is Derek Jackson? Oh, so she's saying that's who she was talking about when she said she don't know the story.
Oh, what's the T? Oh, what? Girl, what?
You gotta look that up.
That's the whole. Basically, you know, the relationship grew and all that. He was all this talk he was talking about. He was cheating. He's been cheating on his wife with multiple women sexually, multiple.
And it was just
he's giving out all this relationship advice and looking at all these relationship videos and then critiquing and saying, you know, how we don't feel our words.
He critiqued his own video.
And that was so cringy. Did you watch that? He was talking about his own wife and read the comments like
he was like, I know. He was speaking in third person. Like he critiqued his own. He's a narcissist.
Yes. Sade Lampkin, thank you for joining us. She said, "Hey ladies, sorry I'm late."
Better late than never, girl.
Come on here. What you got, Nana?
All right. So he's Tyrena said, first off, being a woman. Oh wait, no, JJ. Hold on. Oh, I hope it doesn't go away. JJ said, "I started off in predominantly white schools and I had to do the fingertip test." I remember that because I looked more sexual by the way I was built. On twin day, I had on the same outfit as my friend, but because I was thick, I was told my shorts were inappropriate. See, I remember that. We did that at our, it was a private school. We had twin day in the fingertip test.
What the heck?
Where it has to touch these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it can be,
touch, I think below.
Let me click through real quick.
Like your outfit couldn't be above your finger. That's what
your skirt.
Your skirt
or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Erica. She said, "What's up, y'all?"
Hey.
This is the Azure. She said she already know what's up with Kevin. He won't speak to me that way. I don't think he can speak to any of us that way.
He know because he know who to talk to.
Azure said, "Thank you. Ooh, y'all speaking my whole mind." And then Tyrena said, "First off, being a woman with 3 children and very independent, if that disqualifies me, then oh well, I'll continue to keep striving with my 3 kids and divorce Kevin. Kevin is stupid in my opinion."
Right.
Yeah, it's very small.
We cannot base ourselves. Hey, Mary Young, thank you so much for joining the Women of Power Radio show tonight.
I don't even think that he necessarily believes everything he say. I think that he
controversial.
He knows that he gets causes an uproar and stuff like that. Because you cannot. I mean, you can, but he's too smart to think that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he's making his money off of it.
Azure said he's using charisma to manipulate y'all men into thinking that's his mindset. Preference and perspective is that standard.
Manipulating the men.
Narcissist.
That's what she literally just said what you said. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That he's just saying stuff. It's not really even how he really believes.
Yeah.
Antonio says, "Ladies, can I ask y'all a question without y'all taking it personal?"
Yes, Antonio, please do.
You can ask them.
JJ said, "I started off." Oh no,
we read that one. Okay, get past this. Okay.
The seers and doers of the word. Why do they say seers and doers of the word? True. Huh? Why do they say seers and doers of the word?
Meaning like not just hearers. Because sometimes we'll hear stuff but not act on it. Yeah, so not just be hearers but actually do it.
So when they get ready to present a sermon, something they said into the seers and doers of the word?
No, it's after a prayer normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I never knew what that meant.
And it's not seers, it's hearers.
Hearers and doers of the word?
Right.
Okay. So that means that you're also acting on what you're
right. Okay. You're not just hearing it, but you're doing it. Okay. What you got?
Sade said so true. Clothes look and fit different on different people.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
That's right. And it can be misinterpreted. It can be interpreted different ways.
Nanda Kumar said, "Hey, rock stars from YouTube. Hey,
Nanda, thank you for joining in from the YouTube channel."
Azure said, "Yeah, let me mind my business."
Okay, mind your business now. Azure. Kia, this is my girl right here. Let me read Kia's. Kia says, "Honestly, my mom wouldn't even buy my sister and I the same outfits when we got older. I had hips, butt, bow legs, and a small waist. Nothing I had control of, but yet it affected your attire."
I remember Kia,
yeah. And it's like, what do I do? This is not something, you know. I can't just be cute. I can't be cute because other people can control their lust.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how you're made to feel. So like,
it's unfortunate.
You're wearing layers upon layers. JJ said, "I don't agree with everything Kevin Samuel says, but he does cite credible sources and statistics on his comments in conjunction with his opinion. There are a large contingency of men that feel that way." Okay, vocabulary. That was like a mini dissertation synopsis last year. Let's see. Tyrena said, Azure, because baby. Yeah.
Listen, Nicole Anderson, thank you so much for joining us on tonight. So listen, you guys, thank y'all so much for answering this. What I'm like, did we answer? I guess we did. Thank you so much for answering this question for our listener that submitted this question.
What's Antonio's question? You never said.
Antonio, you never did.
He probably gone.
As you said, JJ, you can manipulate stats based on sources, bias, and the
reality is they can be single if that's how they feel.
Yeah.
Facts, Azure. I love the way you worded that as well. Yeah. Kia says, "Nah, you plays all day. 8th grade was the worst."
It was. She plays sports too, so yeah.
Yes. So the question today was, does not wanting my girlfriend to dress provocatively on social media make me insecure? Real quickly, you guys hit no or yes. Chime in, no or yes. Does that make him insecure? Give the synopsis of why she's being provocative on Facebook.
So again, to recap, we have a young man whose girlfriend lost a lot of weight recently. So of course now she's able to wear things she was never able to wear. She's able to pose in ways she probably didn't feel comfortable before. Her confidence is on 1,000. You know what I'm talking about? So now she's really doing the most on social media and in person because she wants to show off the new curves, accentuate the new everything. And he's not feeling it. He's like, you know what? I feel like she's doing too much. She's saying that I'm only tripping because I'm insecure, but I feel like it's respect. So is it insecurity or is it respect? Does it make him insecure? And I say no. I feel like because I've been her before, like I said, when I lost my 100 pounds. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's probably acting a little different, and
it's just new to him.
It's new to him,
and he's probably, you know,
it doesn't make him insecure. I feel like it's valid.
She might get promiscuous or something, but provocative attire does not necessarily lead to promiscuity.
Yeah.
I would say no. I don't think you're insecure. I think you're just in uncharted territory. You're gonna have to figure out how to navigate your way through. Zenobia?
I don't think he's insecure. I just think it's something that is new for him and it's something that's new for her.
Okay. Let's see what our people say. Woohoo! We got some stars, y'all.
We did?
Yay! Thank you, Rakita Chris, for sending us 145 stars. As I told you guys intermittently through the show,
wait a minute.
You will notice a gold star at the bottom of your screen. Listen, click on that star and send us some stars. Facebook has qualified us for the Gold Star program. We're so excited. And it's because of your viewership and your participation. So send us some stars.
Tanisha said he was already insecure. She didn't make him that way.
No.
Why do you think? I'm just curious. Why do you think
I think she came in on the tail end of it.
Yeah, that's why I had to regroup that's why I had to recap the whole question. But she's saying she feels like that is insecurity, that he's got an issue with her, showing provocative pictures on Facebook.
You got to think about it, though. You got to think about the fact that this woman probably barely posted. What she wore was probably way different. She probably wore less makeup, all that. And so out of nowhere, now you have to adjust to the fact that she's who you've had for this long is not this person. I don't think it's insecurity. I think it's almost like one of the things like, wait, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's insecurity. It's like, this is not my standard. This is not my standard with you. Oh, he's on here.
JJ said, no, he isn't insecure. Provocativeness by definition is a deliberate behavior, which is what I was talking about with the thirst trap. Because when people are being
thirst
provocative,
trapping.
Yeah, what I was talking about, that's what we call it.
Oh, okay.
Like you post a thirst trap. It's kind of like you're doing it to provoke people to be like, oh my gosh, in a sexual nature, by your pose or by the way that you're taking the picture. You know what you're doing. They know what they're doing. So yeah.
So Kia says nope. Tyrena says no. Donna Corbet says no. Erica Everett says no.
That he's not insecure?
He's not insecure.
No.
Asha says no. Asha said no.
Rakita said nothing.
Rakita, how you send a blank comment? I didn't know you could do that. She says if it's legitimate provocation. And that's kind of like what we were talking about. Like, is it legitimate
That's
provocation?
why I love Beeb. She be using all the polished words.
We read JJ's. All right, let's get to this question. Antonio wanted to know if he could ask us ladies a question. Ladies, let's answer his question together. But for our listener that submitted the question, no, you are not insecure. All right, moving on to Antonio.
Antonio says, if a woman is in full control of this, if a woman is in full control of the sex to a man, and a man is in control of who he marry and gaining wealth for a family, what can a woman offer to that man that don't care about your money, your career, your business, your degrees, because you can be independent, but to that man, it don't move him? What can a woman offer?
I don't understand the question. Are you saying what can they offer?
So he's really answering the question like when he was dealing with this value, like how a woman with kids doesn't bring value, but a single woman. Then you were saying, well, what if that woman is rich? So well, I guess Yeah.
A man that doesn't care about your money, career, business, degrees. So a man who doesn't care anything about, then what does he care about?
What does he care about?
Because if he don't care about nothing, I don't need to be talking to him no way. Like what?
When he said don't care, maybe he's saying don't care, meaning like he don't.
It's not. It doesn't deter him.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't. I mean, you ideally, if you're rich, if you're a millionaire, you want to be with somebody that's not moved by how much money you have or moved by what you have.
That should be the basis.
So that would be like an ideal situation. Right. So what do you do with that man? And you like, thank you, Jesus. Yeah, you don't care. You
what can a woman offer? She can offer who she is as a person,
right.
Because she doesn't care about nothing.
Because you're not marrying my money. You're marrying me as a woman. And what value can I add? The value I add could just be the way I make you feel. Come on here.
Because I value up.
Right. The value I add could be just the mental stimulation. The mental stimulation. Right. The encouragement, the belief and the faith in you. Because come on here. Every good man wants a good woman behind him. Why? Because women, we are birthers. We birth things. Come on here. So these successful men, either their mama, their granny, and it was a woman involved. Trust me, because we are birthers. We are created to create. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I have to disagree with you. There is so much value that a woman can add to a man, even if she does not have a lot of monetary things, even if she does have kids, she's still valuable. And that's the problem, is that these verbiage and these wording is devaluing a woman because there's not an outside physical attribute that she's contributing. Yeah. But let me tell you something, what I got inside of me is bigger and greater. Talk about it. It's bigger and greater than anything I can give you externally.
That's what she has to offer.
That's what I got.
That's the whole point. That's what I'm saying. So I don't understand.
And it may be too much for you.
I think it is.
Listen.
Ain't no maybe.
Listen, y'all gotta stop letting these men make y'all feel like that, like y'all not worth it because y'all got kids or because your tax bracket is down here or something like that, because your body shape or your size or you ain't went to school. This and that, honey. It's a Bible. You are the favorite in the Bible before you even got anything. You know what I'm saying? Before you even obtain anything, you are the favorite. You know that alone. Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got $1 to your
name. And that's why it's so important that we know our value for ourselves. That we know our value ourselves, so that way nobody can come tell us our value. Because some people will devalue you. Why? So that they can put themselves above you. No, I know who I am. And my definition is not found in you. It's not found in the car I drive. It's not found in how much money in my account. My value is found in Christ. Come on, I'm a royal priesthood. I'm a queen. I'm a jewel in his eyes. Come on here.
Who you are.
Right.
Until you understand that, all of this stuff don't mean nothing.
Don't get me started.
Listen, I'm a prized possession.
Okay.
Knitted me together in the womb. It was dark and I still came out perfect in his eyes. Okay. You can't tell me.
We are the favor.
Listen. You got your favor when you married your wife.
Hello.
She didn't get nothing because of you. You got it. And that's Bible.
Right.
That is Bible.
Says a man who finds the wife finding a good thing. You failed to make
it obtains favor.
And obtains favor. Which means
after.
Favor comes with it. So what value is she adding? Favor.
Enough. Period. That's
so. I'm trying to tell you, we are the favor.
That's what she can offer.
Favor. You better be happy marrying me. Why? Because you get favor.
What as you say?
As you said, Antonio Sanders, this definitely goes both ways. But to that point, people shouldn't build upon a relationship with someone because of these things either. The value of an individual and the role of a relationship should not be based solely on what physical attributes someone brings to the table.
Thank you.
Okay, so can you go to Antonio right here?
Wow. Yes, right down where it says Z.
No, that one. The go. Where is he?
Where did he go?
Oh, the screen moved.
Oh,
the screen moved.
It's further down?
Yeah, right. There it is. I need to address this.
Address it.
He says, Z always angry at men. What's up with that? Speak positive towards men. We already have everyone else hating the black man. You cannot be serious to make a comment like that as it pertains to me. As it pertains to me. I love black men. I honor black men. I have 2 black sons myself. I don't have an issue with black men. Now, I do have a problem with you, black man, making a comment like that, making women on here or whoever has to watch this feel like because their finances is not where it needs to be or because they womb opened up too many times and popped out some kids that they're not valuable enough to stick with somebody that got some money. Who's to say just because you rich, you worth being with anyway?
Right.
That's a dollar sign.
There's some people with money that are trash.
I don't talk down on men. I love men. I think men are like some of God's greatest gift in the earth. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk trash like that, I spit back and bark back. Okay? Get it.
There's a difference.
I love it. I love Antonio. He know I love him. He always think I'm mad at him, but he does this stuff on purpose. And it's like we have a lot of our viewers are women. You don't know if a woman is struggling at home saying, Lord, when are you gonna send me? Say somebody ever gonna love me? Is somebody ever this? And then you got a black man that's on here saying that because she has kids or whatever it is, or her whatever it is, that she has no value. So you don't know how you just made that woman feel getting off this live, going home, confirming what the enemy is trying to tell her. When God says that she's
and wonderfully made.
Yeah, there is no flaw in her.
So you know what? You should. When you get off this live, you need to go talk to yourself about how you make women feel when you make comments like that.
But then
you don't know if you affected somebody today. You don't know if you affected somebody today making a comment like that, and it's always money and this and that. Man, people birth out kids, their kids become great. What are you talking about? Like you don't do women like that.
And then you start out the comment with if a woman is in full control of sex to a man. Listen, sex is like the bottom of the totem pole. Sex is available. And sex is overrated. I mean, it's available for $20. So that we can't put our value in the fact that we can offer a man sex. Anybody can offer sex.
JJ, I jumped down his throat because he addressed me, and so I don't know about them, but I jumped down his throat because he said he said Z. He comes for me sometimes, so because he come for me, I shoot him back.
All right, Erica ever says, "Let me lose this little bit of weight." What weight, Erica? Come on, really? Erica says, "Let me lose this little bit of weight. I'ma rock this suit, but classy. I got a whole 20-year-old son, honey, that I don't want confusion on if I'm his mom." LOL. Already. She says she gonna rock that suit.
You do that, girl.
Rock the suit,
behind you.
I'm not taking on post person.
Tyrena said, "I'm valuable all in myself. So if he doesn't care about that, I don't need to hear nor want him."
Yeah. What? Already?
JJ said, "As women, we can assume what is of value to us and the same value as what that man sees in us. Remember, Kasha, when Tyrone talked to us about how men think. So it's a preference, really. But definitely shout out to my sisters holding it down with my nieces and nephews."
Huh? What you mean? Who's holding it down with your nieces and nephews?
She's saying we all sisters. Like
I'm like, but who your nieces? They kind of slow,
JJ. Sorry.
She did say that.
You're right. It literally is about preferences because every man's preferences are different. We are 3 women. We are close, but we all have different preferences in men.
Right.
You know, and what we value. So exactly. But to say that because you have kids, you have no value, to me is asinine. That's all we're saying, and that's literally what we're talking about.
This podcast should just be called asinine because that's all we're giving is just foolish, stupid rhetoric that it just doesn't make it. It's very small-minded stuff. I
was still talking to him, JJ, because he addressed me.
Erica said her dressing differently because of losing weight is expected, but if she is showing TNT,
what's TNT? TNT. It's a television channel.
Isn't it? What is? I don't know. I think it's eight. I thought it was whatever. I ain't gonna say it, but I know what you're talking about. Then that's an issue.
Oh, TIS.
Wait, what?
Right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
right?
Because we used to use. I think that's what you mean. So,
right.
I got you.
And then, like we were talking about with the provocativeness, Erica, it could just be how she's posing or what she's doing with her fingers and her tongue. We don't know.
That sounds like OnlyFans, Kasha.
What?
You know, people get on OnlyFans to show like their toes.
I don't even know what
you can make on some real stuff. I'm not
money.
even trying. That's what I was about to say. Like, I'm not even trying to be on no sexual stuff. OnlyFans. I have 2 friends that are making a lot of money on OnlyFans, and they're not doing anything. So y'all know
even crab legs.
No, you can do anything.
People have fetishes, right? So I guess for me, I'm thinking because I know what they're using them for, it would make me uncomfortable because
what are they doing now?
I don't know, but when I hear fetish, to me, it sounds cringy.
It sounds like
people
sex.
who want, they want. She takes pictures of her feet People want pictures of her feet with whipped cream on it. People's pictures of her feet are stepping on honey, smashing fruit and vegetables. The weirdest things, and bringing in an extra $5,000 a month off of pictures of her feet. Like someone else's pictures of a neck. People have y'all see like my neck got these lines and rolls.
People like that.
Yeah. Well, my other friend, she's making money off of that. Pictures of her neck, and I'm like, who would have thought? But it just feels weird because supposed to be like, oh, check out my OnlyFans. People are just automatically gonna see it and be like, oh, she got an OnlyFans. If it was called something else, I probably would catch my neck and feet on there. But because it's called OnlyFans, I feel like just by posting that, it's gonna have a very sexual connotation. Because again, we curvy, we can't speak like that.
I have a pretty nose.
Monetize.
I really do have a pretty shape.
Use it, girl. Use it. No, just wait. Don't.
Let me give me an account.
Oh Lord. Oh my. We gotta get the oil out. But JJ, I was gonna say JJ had made a reference. We don't have to go to it, but she was saying he was referencing Kevin Samuels. He didn't say he believed in it, and we jumped down his throat.
Oh, he did.
But I will say this: he did say that. But also, Antonio, he's always asking about what does he call them? High profile men or high value men, high quality men.
And he always talks about women and sex.
But in this particular instance, he's always referencing high quality man because he considers himself a high quality man because he's a successful African American man, and so he makes a lot of references about what high quality men like. No high quality man will want a BBW. No high quality man will do this. So he's not just referencing Kevin Samuels. He believes that for himself.
He's been doing this a long time.
Right. So he's on the show all the time.
He's a Samuel.
I can't believe he said that I'm down talking black men though. Like
after he just said what he said about black women. That's what I'm saying. Like
stretch. That's
you can't. Come on.
The $20. That's what I'm talking about.
I love black men.
What's up, Uhuru Rojo? How you doing, Terrence? Thank you for joining us on tonight. All right, what we got? We got to move through here quickly, y'all.
Come on, big head. Who's he talking to?
Y'all know him?
Where y'all sitting at? Yeah, that's my friend Terrence.
Oh, he's talking to you then. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Oh, she do got a big head.
JJ. Tarina said, JJ, thank you. Show us a man in LA and we love you, sis.
Yes, Ty did. Ty was a gentleman we met in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
So y'all know what they're talking about.
Erica, go to Erica. Erica said, let me repaint these towels.
Oh, girl, get that money. And we'll put back. Just like we let Zenobia do a little social experiment. You'll check it out. Yeah, and let us know.
So those of you that don't know, about a month ago, we did a social experiment.
Her whole face changed so
with Zenobia, where she went on and changed her relationship status on Facebook to see if it's true that when you say you're in a relationship, that your DM starts to blow up. And what did you find out? What was the result? Yes or no?
Ain't nobody want me.
So that the result was no. Nobody blew her DM up. Okay, but you do this social experiment. Let us know if you make some money.
Please, good, because if the money right.
Antonio says no. I'm speaking on what Kevin say, not myself. You always
Antonio, whatever.
He just said this is how we think.
Let's keep going. Azure Bradger says.
So.
What did Azure say?
What does that say?
I don't know what the.
So ICYM, baby girl needs to be mindful of how. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Hold on.
I can your mind. Okay. Baby girl needs to be mindful of how she presents herself. Kevin Samuels and Derek Jackson are canceled, and men have the attention span the size of a fly and don't always think to chat with the woman they have an established rapport with. Okay, thank you, Azure.
Azure, but what is ICYMI?
Tarina says, JJ, you better advertise, Ty.
Oh, she said, it means in case you missed it.
Oh, okay.
Stop making up your own acronyms.
Okay.
Right. Over here like, so I see.
Look, Kia even knew what that was.
Did y'all hear me?
No.
I said, stop making up your own acronyms.
Okay, good word.
Yeah. So listen, you guys, we're gonna have to conclude the show, but pretty much we are so glad that we can go back to our submitter and let them know. Go ahead, go to them. So we can
go to the what?
I love you, Antonio. You know I love you.
Oh,
we're so glad that we can.
I do love
go
him.
To.
We get into it, but I really love him.
Go back to our the person that submitted this question. And be able to let him know, no, boo boo, you're not insecure.
You're not insecure.
Right. So what else we got now?
Let that Negro go.
What else? Like the end of the show?
Yeah, this is it.
I thought you said we're not doing
this. Is it. Oh, thank you, JJ. JJ says, great show. Azure Badger says, I gotta go.
You gotta go because you need to study.
But before you do,
I sent you.
If you feel led, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in and sticking with us till the end of the show. We do have a Cash App, as you can see, $ WOP Radio. So if you enjoy this content, you enjoy the fact that we're able to give you a little razzle dazzle on a Tuesday evening, please bless us.
Yeah.
All right.
And your donations help us upgrade our technology and all of our new equipment, like this cute little new
these lights. And y'all saw this.
Y'all can't see this light that's back here.
She about to show y'all.
Now I'm about to call the Popo.
I wish I had some music to put on so we can.
Is it gonna do it? Can they see it though?
They should. Oh, that's the paparazzi.
Oh, follow me, please.
I just want to see if they see it.
Yes. What you want me to do, the Popo?
There's a police one.
I don't. Yeah,
yes.
Too soon.
Here goes the police, y'all.
See, I don't need that negativity in my life.
That's the sound of the police. No. Boop, boop. That's the sound of the bees. Boop.
Take it away, please. I don't need that.
We don't need to go back.
This is a fire engine right here. It's emergency, y'all.
These are negative vibes. Can we have some more parties?
It's the party.
The strobe light ones were cute.
Yeah. So anyway, we have
how do you say
we have a
Bubba
So yeah, we got some new lighting, y'all, and we're really excited about it. And so we get to play with it.
I think that's the more excited.
I am. I love little stuff like this. So yeah, so today we got like a little yellow hue going, but we could go pink on y'all.
Okay.
Because we jazzing like that, and we got our neon working. So listen, it's through your donations that we were able to get this fabulous light to take our show to the next level. So don't forget, Cash App at $WOP Radio.
Please, JJ said donation sent.
Thank you, JJ, so much.
And again, if you have not already, please take the time, y'all. It takes like 2 seconds. Go, or more than 2 seconds. I'm gonna try. Go on YouTube and please subscribe to the Women of Power Radio Show and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell too, so you can get all the notifications. But remember, you don't even have to go back on there. We just need you to subscribe for the algorithms, right? Because the more subscribers we have, the more it'll show up on like the suggestions and like the explore kind of thing on YouTube. So please do that for us, please. And thanks. And then lastly, but not leastly, leave a Facebook review, please, if you haven't, so that those who have never been a part of the Savage Squad or just sat in and experience this razzle dazzle that we give y'all every week, let them know what they have to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like it, the fun that we have, the conversation, the kind of topics we're talking about, just leave a little something, some little crumbs they could chew on. And then if you haven't and you want to, please submit your questions to us. You can do it right here on Facebook by sliding in our DMs. You can do it in the comments if it's just like a big question you want to know, like why do men, why do whatever, one of those. Or you can email us at womenofpower5@gmail.com and you will be anonymous. So don't worry about everybody being in your business, because we all going to be in your business, but not really in your business.
And you guys tune in next week, because we are going to be talking about why do men take the time to ask for our phone number and never call or text or communicate at all. Why do y'all waste y'all time, men?
Waste our time too.
Make sure y'all tag some men next show, because we want to know.
Because they're great value trash bags.
Okay, but make sure y'all tune in next week. When? Same bad time, same bad place. Listen, we're on every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. right here on Women of Power Radio Show. Facebook,
share, please.
Yeah, share. And also Facebook and YouTube. So listen, tune in next week. Same bad place, same bad time. Also, Kashaology, the show, is coming soon.
Ooh, Kashaology. Ooh, got my daughter tripping, so.
And we're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
we love y'all so much.
Tell you, Donna. You're so funny.
I was trying to go back to comments and see. We not know. Thank y'all so much for the great show, comments, all that stuff. Look, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
We love y'all so much.
Good night.
No. So no be